Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel at NDN TV Nigeria. Click on the subscribe button and be the first to get notifications.
The recent Supreme Court ruling that affirmed the legitimacy of 27 pro-Wike lawmakers of the Rivers State House of Assembly, led by Honorable Martins AKUGHA, has continued to generate mixed reactions amongst both political observers and people in the state. The Apex Court also nullified the local government elections conducted on October 5, 2024, as well as upheld an earlier verdict that stopped the release of funds to the Rivers State government. While some have commended the verdict, others have expressed dissatisfaction with the judgment, describing it as a recipe for chaos. In the meantime, the governor of Rivers State, Siminalayi Fubara, has called for peace and calm across the state, while insisting that he remains focused on the bigger picture, which he says is service delivery to the people of Rivers State.
Rivers State political turbulence, which is rooted in Governor Siminalayi Fubara's fallout with his former benefactor and former governor of Rivers State, Nyesom Wike, since October 2023, has kept the state's political climate on the edge for over a year now. This fractured relationship between the former allies extended to the State House of Assembly, with the lawmakers sharing allegiance between the now two strange bedfellows. The pro-Fubara-led assembly then declared the seats of the Martins AKUGHA-led pro-Wike lawmakers vacant, following their self-confessed defection to the opposition All Progressives Congress APC. In a counter move, the pro-Wike faction also declared the seats of the pro-Fubara lawmakers vacant, setting off a chain reaction of legal battles and heightened political tension in the state. While many of these cases are still in court, the Supreme Court on Friday, February 28, 2025, delivered what many say is a setback to Governor Fubara and his team. It validated the AKUGHA-led assembly, upheld an earlier Abuja High Court ruling stopping the central bank from releasing monthly allocations to the state, and nullified the local council election held in October 2024. The former governor and current minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, had gone on to hail the verdict.
For me, it is happiness for Rivers people. This matter has been laid to rest by the highest court of the land. The only thing that can happen now is to anybody to appeal to God.
Nobody can question Supreme Court, but the God will question Supreme Court. You are dissolving the local government council election, and you are citing Electoral Act 2022. It is clear that that law is meant for federal and state elections. Then it says the Abuja, Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. These are the three bodies that law is meant for. That law is not meant for the local government elections in the states. And you do not look at the local government elections or laws, and you are just passing your judgment based on that.
While the governor, Siminalayi Fubara, despite expressing dissatisfaction, noted that the state government will evaluate the situation and act accordingly.
Although we disagree with the judgment, we are bound to obey the order made therein as a law-abiding government. I urge everyone to remain calm and peacefully go about with their legitimate daily activity as we continue to do everything in our power to advance our responsibility to the citizen.
However, he has directed all local government chairmen in the state to hand over to their respective heads of administration. After carefully studying the contents of the Supreme Court judgment, Governor Fubara has now decided to implement its directives. In a letter dated March 7, 2025 and signed by the Secretary to the State Government, Tammy Danagogo, the governor has invited Right Honorable Martins AKUGHA and his colleagues for a meeting to chart a way forward. According to the letter, the meeting will address key issues, including providing a suitable venue for assembly sittings, settling all outstanding remuneration and allowances of the lawmakers, as well as the presentation of the state budget and other governance matters to ensure the smooth running of the state. However, reports indicate that the assembly members did not honor the invitation of the governor. In a viral video, one of the members claimed that the summons was improper and insisted that the governor should personally write to the assembly.
How can you write a letter and post it on social media and expect us to honor it? No, we're not kids. The governor should write to the assembly in the proper way. That's all.
In spite of Governor Fubara's decision to implement the Supreme Court's directives, some Rivers people have expressed concerns over the verdict, which they say was one-sided, especially as the Amagwele-led assembly seems to be going for their pound of flesh in their series of ultimatums they have given to the governor.
We will give the governor 48 hours to immediately forward a list of nominees for appointment into the Rivers State Executive Council as commissioners. All these 19 impostors are directed by this assembly to stop parading themselves. If they continue to do so, we will have no choice to invoke our powers as vested in us by the Constitution to order for their arrest.
The Supreme Court have reinstated these men, and the men have come back. And looking at the activities, you discover that they are men who don't have the interests of Rivers State at heart. They have their own personal interest and the interest of their paymaster at heart.
If we decide today that can stop us from spending our money, then you should not spend also. It will be done. But we have not come to that.
In a recent session, the Rivers State House of Assembly issued a warrant of arrest against the chairman of the Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission, RISEC, retired Justice Adolphus Enebili, following his unveiling of a new local government election timetable. The lawmakers also moved to amend the RISEC law and the Rivers State local government laws. Meanwhile, rumors of the governor's impending impeachment have resurfaced, heightening the already tense atmosphere in the treasure base of the nation, Rivers State. However, groups like the Ijaw National Congress (INC) and Ijaw Youth Council (IYC), along with many residents and supporters of Governor Fubara, insist that he was duly elected and cannot be coerced or subjected to political victimization and manipulation.
The Rivers people will resist that impeachment. Because if you look at it, you see that from different constituencies, people have started talking about recalling their men. And I want them to go ahead with that. If these men insist on impeaching the governor, let them insist on recalling them back.
Despite the ongoing political impasse and the ban on federal allocations, the Rivers State government has remained focused on delivering the dividends of democracy to the people. Last week, Governor Fubara embarked on a series of project inaugurations, beginning with the newly built living quarters for civil servants at the Rivers State Government House. He then proceeded to unveil several remodeled fire service stations, firefighting vehicles and other assets, starting with the service headquarters at Mile 1, followed by the Borokiri Fire Station and the Rumo Dumaya Fire Station.
I must confess that what I'm seeing today is a state-of-the-art modern fire station. Thank you for your care and for your love. Be rest assured of the support of all the well-meaning leaders of Rivers State. They have asked me to let you know that come rain, come shine, we stand with you.
The governor also handed over a state-owned helicopter to the Nigerian Air Force to enhance its operational capacity in securing lives and protecting critical assets in Rivers State and across the Niger Delta region.
Inside the Niger Delta,